Hello, everybody. Today, I want to discuss with you something that's called Blindsight and what it has to do with actual reptiles, things that we could take away. Blindsight is when a person's cerebral cortex is damaged, but yet they still take in information. So blindsight is when somebody has a damaged cerebral cortex and can still see because their eyes still work. And so it's actually dropping information into the brain. This is very important. We have in the back of the brain your cerebral cortex, but your eyes are in the front. This is a great analogy. And you see how it skips the cerebral cortex in the back, the visual cortex, and it goes down to sending information. Your empathy is actually this first dot is approximately where your empathy is located on the other side of the brain. That's your modeling. So if I were to yawn and you yawn, why is this important to understand reptiles? Because it shows us there is a linear pathway. And that's an issue that a lot of people seem to have when they think about the brain. They don't think about the brain as a linear pathway. They think about what we normally associate. So automatically, most people automatically go, oh, well, your eyes go to your cerebral cortex. No, they actually drop off information in between, probably through the fatty openings. But that's the important part right there. So like I've said before, this is a bearded dragon's brain. And so we have to look at it as linear. Linear. So the red attaches to the orange attaches to the green. The green does not attach to the red directly. It has to go through the thalamus, the white matter or gray matter, whatever you want to call it. But that goes together. And so they send a signal back and forth. It's as simple as that. Everything that you talk about when you talk about a brain is that simple. Just back and forth, gray matter, done. And that's why there's a delay in the reptile brain. It is literally this simple. Just keep that up and we're good and golden. And this will help you understand. This is a reason why the third eye in the brain of a bearded dragon or any other reptile does not contain the visual cues to actually freaking detect which type of UV it actually has. It's only a shadow detector, I guess, is how most likely. I don't know. But it's not a big enough lens to take in the actual data that it would need to detect differences in light. And then on top of that, that would actually have to travel down beyond the red part of this brain and into the pink, the purplish pink, which is the optic nerve. And then that light would have to be transferred to the actual forest green as a data set. And that forest green is going to make a determination on what it actually means. And then it's going to send it to the red or the yellow and the red, just depending on what it decides. But that right there, because then what happens is the red part takes that data and then it goes, okay, what am I doing here? What do we want to do with this? And then it kicks it back to the forest green that kicks it to the yellow and that kicks it on down to move the body. And all this is almost instantaneous. It's so fast. But yet that's still a delay. That's still a very fascinating thing. So that's what Blindsight has to do with it. So if you're not working on a linear scale, then you don't actually understand the reptile brain. It's just the way it works.